Hello again, viewers, and greetings, fellow space travelers. This is Thorn of Night, and welcome to episode 14 of my Agrarian Skies series. And it's nighttime. Uh, and I had a little bit of fixing to do on one of the setups I had downstairs. Apparently, one of these crucibles is not enough to handle three constantly operating uh, smelteries. It was able to deal with two of them, but this one had completely run bone dry of lava, and this had filled all the way up to here. So I had to set up a second one, and that's what's going on now. I did a little bit of readjusting, and here we go. So, something to keep in mind. One of these crucibles handles two smelteries running constantly, but not three. Very important. Also, I have been amassing a bunch of that stuff there, and these are definitely filling up with new materials, which means I'm going to have to figure out something to do with some of these. Like, for instance, I don't need more than a barrel of flint. I don't even probably need more than a stack of flint. But I'm going to keep it just in case. And then there's this. I need to figure out what to do with these and those. Uh, there's. I'm probably going to have to resort to an AE system for automatically crafting in order to shrink things down, because this could be 1/9 the size because, well, that's all it's used for, is making a full thing of quicksilver. And these can be turned into these, which, let's see here, can be turned back. So, I'll figure something out with them. Let's see here, what else am I filling up on pretty quick? Nothing nearly as much as those guys. Oh, there's coal. And coal can also be shrunk down to blocks as well. So there's a bunch of stuff to deal with. But there's something I want to take care of immediately. That is this quest here. The first thing that I need to do is cook a piece of charcoal. And while that's cooking, oh, I can put this away. I can combine sulfur, the one left over that I had from, I believe, the last episode, and a tin to get one yellorium dust. That is a way to get yellorium in this mod pack. There we go. Graphite bar, yellorium dust, manual submit both, and I'm going to pick the yellorium because it is used for crafting things after all. So let's claim the reward. Extra life, just making sure here, and yellow heart canister. Ooh. That must mean that I will be getting more... Yes! More health! Not that it really makes much of a difference. Anyway, also a reward bag. A good reward bag. What do we have here? Dirt! That's actually pretty nice. Because I need to make some more dirt anyway. Alright, so what did that open up? Reactor warm-up. Okay, so I need to work on making the reactor stuff. And there's some cyanite. Ooh, and I need cyanite in order to make, what was it? Bother. It wasn't this, was it? Turbine housing? Not remembering. Turbine housing? Yes. Cyanite for that. And the other thing was the steam turbine. And that did not use that. I have the steam dynamo there. Okay, cool. So, I think I'm going to go for these next, and while I'm going for those, I am also going to be keeping an eye on this to make sure it doesn't get clogged up again. I just borrowed a crucible from the end here, and hopefully I'll be able to just do away with all or most of these in the long run, and just have redstone running over to a second magma crucible, dumping directly into, uh, well, let's see here. I can have it output to 5 sides. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can it input to the front? Of course not. Well, I can be running 4 of them off of one magnet crucible. That's no big deal. And generating lots of power with this. So I'm probably going to be doing away with the fire. I also suspect that the fire might be causing this weird little stutter I've got going on. Because I'm getting, right now, while I'm recording, it's about 30 frames per second up to 40 frames. Not all that great. When I'm not recording, though, it still stutters. And I'm getting 90 to 120 frames per second. So I suspect the fire has something to do with it. But I'll figure that out eventually. Anyway, I'm going to see what it takes to craft this stuff, and I'll be right back. It would appear that something is not working right. I have the gunpowder, redstone, and sand in the correct slots. Left them right where they were before. When I successfully made steel, have blocks of iron in there, or just one block of iron. I also tried it with ingots, or stack of ingots. And clearly the coal is burning, but the oven temperature is not changing. I've tried that in the on and off position, and nothing is happening. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I have disassembled parts of this and rebuilt it, so it's not the structure of the thing. It's actually presumably doing what it's supposed to be doing, but no steel. So I'm at a loss. I'm going to read the book and see if there's some new information in the book or something. There we go. Now it says 20 degrees. And turn that on. 0. I don't know. So I'm going to figure out what I'm doing wrong, and I'll be right back. Well, the book here says gunpowder, redstone, sand, iron, and charcoal will get steel. So I don't know what's going on. I'm going to go back down, disassemble the entire thing, put it back together, put the components back in, see if it works. I'll be back. Okay, let's see if this makes any difference. These blocks go on the bottom. And in the corners in the back here. Oh, not there. What goes there is this thing. And then that goes there. Right? Scorched duck, drain. Alright. Then the controller. And this. And then the top layer here. Alright. These go in like that. That goes there. This goes here. And then finally, a lever. Okay. Well, I don't know what was going on with that, but if I have to disassemble this every single time I need to work with it, then that's going to be a problem. But I'm going to cross my fingers. I have more charcoal upstairs uh, in the house. I have been cooking some, so hopefully this won't be an issue. If it is, at least I know disassembling it entirely will fix the problem, hopefully. But I'm going to make some steel, and I'll be back. Okay, so it was beginning to really grate on my nerves, that aroma backup thing. It happened 3 times in 1 minute. And I'm not on a server, and I see no purpose in having to deal with that all the time. So I just went ahead and disabled it. Yay! No more blue messages in my text box down here. And after I exited, changed so the backup mod wasn't in there, and logged back in, came over, checked this, and it's working just perfectly fine. So I don't know what the deal was. Maybe it was something during an update, or I don't know. I could not guess. But it seems to be working fine now. So now I'm just waiting for it to smelt, and then I will have some steel, and I can get to work on the big reactor stuff. So, time to wait. I'll be back. Alright, so I've learned what happened to the high oven here that is preventing me from being able to make steel like I was able to make before. Apparently, now, it needs to be 4 tall in order to make the steel. So, I've gone through a few blocks of charcoal now, and it didn't go above 1,000, and this has not risen above this line for about 45 minutes. So, yeah, that's a bummer. That means that I need, let's see here, I need 9 more scorched bricks. So I need 36 more scorched bricks. So now I have to make some more of that in order to make the steel, in order to... Anyway, I'm going to go adjust this, and I'll be back. And there you go. Just needed to be raised up 1 level. That's a very mean thing to do, by the way. Because it worked before, and then the only place where the information can be found is in there. So if you've already done the quest, and you already had this working, that's the last place you'd think to look. Oh well. It's working, which means it probably won't be working on the next update. Whatever. I don't care. It's working. Anyway, I'll let this finish. I went ahead and tossed in half a stack of blocks so I could have plenty of steel to work with in case there's more stuff I need to do later. So this hopefully will be sufficient. I'm going to harvest this and then get everything laid out for crafting the things that I need for the big reactors quest, and then I'll be back. One other thing I should note is it capped at 2,000. So if there's anything that requires a hotter temperature, that must therefore mean that the oven needs to be taller. I don't know if there's anything that requires a hotter temperature though, because the book or books do not mention anything about the actual temperatures. However, it does say, let's see here. No. Where is that? Somewhere. Ah, there. There. To melt metals into liquid form, the hyacinth's internal temperature must meet or exceed the melting point of the metal. Okay. No temperature, no melting point, no melting point, no melting points on any of this. So, let's see here. No, nothing there. So I don't know what to say, other than there's something not being correctly communicated. Anyway, now I'm going to assemble the parts that I need, now that I have all kinds of steel blocks. There we go. And hopefully I have enough materials between that and the yellorium here and anything else I might need. Oh, I do need to make some graphite. I'll go ahead and cook some of that up. I'll be back. Okay, so in order to make the full set of items for turning in the quest, I'm going to need, well, to make the power tap, I need 4 reactor casings. To make the controller, I need 4 reactor casings. To make the access port, I need 4, and then to make the control rod, I need 4. But, just to throw a wrench into the works, I only needed 1 to actually turn in for the actual reactor casing. But, that's fine. Then I need to make, well, let's see here. The first thing is the access port, and that's going to require a piston and a chest. I thought I had a chest up here. Yes. And a piston. So I need some planks and some cobblestone, redstone, and iron. So there's that. So what was that again? Piston on the bottom. Like so. Okay, so there's that and that. Let's see here. The next thing I need is the power tap. So that's 4 redstone there. And then 4 casings. Then I need the control rod. That's graphite, yellorium, and redstone. Wait, was that yellorium on the bottom? Yes. Like this. Okay, there's that. And then the yellorium fuel rod. So that's 6 steel, 2 graphite. Alright. Like that, and like that. So that should be it for that quest there. Oh, wait, I need to make the controller. Of course I do. 2 yellorium, a diamond. The elevator makes things so much nicer. Okay. like so. Those guys, and then what was it? No, this. Redstone on the bottom. 6 things. There we go. Okay, now they're all marked. Claim reward. Well, heart's not really useful right now. I'll go with the Yellorium. And then, next up, I need this. Oh, I should have gone with this. Oh, I should have gone with the cyanite. You know what? That's fine. A bummer. Well, hold on. Okay, good. That's a good item. Epic. Rune of augmented capacity. Oh well. Where was I putting in here? So now I have to make a reactor, unfortunately. Unless... Probably not. Alright. So... I'll make a reactor. I'll be right back. Alright. Now, the smallest possible reactor, unless something has changed, which I hope nothing has changed. Can I... Oh, of course not. Cobblestone. There we go. The whole bottom layer is made of the reactor casings. Then in these 4 corners, I have more reactor casings. I have one in the back there because I don't really need to access it for anything. The reactor access port, and it doesn't matter how you orient this, all 4 sides are the same. The power tap so you can get the power out, and then the controller there. Then in the middle will go the fuel rod, and then above the fuel rod goes the control rod, and then to cap it all off you need some more casings. Then it should turn into this multi-block structure here, and you can just toss in a single Yellorium and it will start generating fuel. However, it needs to be turned on. Status. No. Ah, there we go. Had to click on that. It cranks up to temperature, and then it will slowly but surely burn through the fuel. And it goes fairly slow. I should probably actually just go ahead and toss in 3 more. Each of the fuel rods will hold 4 ingots of fuel. And by doing it like this, I should be able to burn through the Yellorium and turn it into cyanite more quickly. So I'm just waiting for 25% of this to turn into cyanite, and I should be able to do the next quest, which was this one here, the turbine housing. But in the meantime, I think I can go ahead and make the steam turbines. So let's see what's involved with that. I know I'm going to need this guy. And steam turbine. So I need 2 pistons, a redstone transmission coil. Ooh, did I thought for sure. Oh, conductance. So what's the transmission? Oh, I don't need this right now. Transmission coil is silver. All right. So I've got that. I need a couple pistons. And cobblestone here. 2 redstone, 2 iron. Alright, there's the pistons. Then I need machine frame. I should probably just make a bunch of machine frames. To plastic. And then 2 more silver. So, silver goes there. That. This. These guys. 2 pistons on the side. Steam dynamo and steam turbine. There we go. Now is this a... Okay, so I don't have to actually submit it. What are these? Reactor glass, turbine glass. I'll probably go reward bag. So let's see how this is doing. 2%. Okay. And when it gets to be time for spitting out the excess, you can have it set to eject waste and have it set to outlet mode, and you can hook up pipes to it and everything for input and output. You can hook up one pipe to one of these to input the yellorium, and like for instance on the back you can output the cyanite and sort of automate it that way, but I'm just going to do this manually. I'm not even using the power. It's just going to be storing inside the buffer for now, which is fine. But I have a little bit of waiting to do, so I'm going to go busy myself with some other project, and I will be right back. Instead of going on to the rest of what I was going to work on today, it looks like it has gotten way past the point where I wanted to wrap up. So the auto harvesting and the crop maintenance over there is going to have to wait for the next episode. I was hoping to get to it today, but the big reactors took all of the episode away from me. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please feel free to leave a message in the comment section below. I will do my best to get back to you either in the comments or in the videos, whatever. If you like this video and you like what I'm doing here, please feel free to give a like. I do appreciate that. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe so you know when my other stuff comes out. I also have several other series, including a Refugee to Regions challenge. I'm doing a Magic Farm series and all kinds of stuff. So feel free to take a look at all that if you want. But I'm going to wrap up here. So thank you once again for watching. This is Thorn of Night, and I will talk to you later.